A typical day for me looks like hopping out of bed around 7:30, grabbing some food, a cappuccino, and a lot of coffee throughout the day. And then going to a couple of classes, catching up with friends, and then at nighttime there's a bunch of really cool restaurants, some really cool like speakeasy type places and lounges that you can check out. So I mean, of course, like NYU is based in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, which is where like all the really like cool hip places are. So there's kind of this endless supply of these great places to go to. Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm from New Zealand and I'm studying here at NYU. I'm an economics major and I'm double minoring in business at Stern and art at Steinhardt. So this was one of the original buildings at NYU. I think it used to be called the main building before NYU kind of like exploded to have like all these different campuses and like so many buildings around Manhattan Island. So I'm a sophomore and so that means I don't have to have a roommate. So I like grabbed that chance. I mean, my roommate last year was great, but I mean, I'm like coming home from the library at like all various times of the night. I have a kitchen, a bathroom, a little desk. This building pretty much has everything you need. Downstairs, there's like 2 study lounges, one for silent studying. There's like 6 Mac computers there as well. There's places where musicians can practice like playing the piano or singing. There's also like a really cool little games lounge. It's right in Bowery as well, so it's like in like the center of the Lower East Side of Manhattan, which is where like a lot of the quirky cafes, a lot of like the quirky restaurants are, which I've just been loving. So I would say I chose economics, to be honest, because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do when I graduated. And I think that economics it really opens a lot of different doors, and so you know, when you do decide what you want to do, you're not like limited too much. You know, you can go into like consulting, finance, or entrepreneurship. There's a pretty big range of things. So the networking opportunities here are insane. So if you want to like work at any of the big banks, there's like some awesome networking events here because I mean, of course, like a lot of the headquarters of like the big banks or like the big consulting firms or just like any kind of company, if it's global, like chances are headquarters are right here in Manhattan. Seriously, the opportunities are like next to unlimited. So really whoever you want to meet, there's like probably some sort of avenue to meet them. NYU has, because it's such a big campus and everyone's looking for ways to like get involved and meet people, NYU has heaps and heaps of clubs. I think there's like 300 clubs or something, and We have clubs for like literally everything you can imagine. So we even have like a cheese tasting club. So I'm personally in the running club and we meet twice a week. We do strength training on Mondays at 6:15, which is a little bit brutal, especially because it's not super close by. But then we also, we just run around here as well. So this is Washington Square Park. The culture here is amazing. So you have like performers here with like full jazz bands and grand pianos, amazing artists. Humans of New York actually shoot here a lot as well. So the culture here is pretty incredible. So it's quite fun to just like sit here and hang out, and there's always something going on. I'm actually a really big fan of like street food. So every morning I get street food. The dining halls here are actually pretty solid too. I know some people don't like them, but I heard there was like this rating the other day that like NYU has like some of the best dining food, and I would agree with that. So this is Weinstein. It's where I stayed last year. There's actually 4 dining halls here. So they're a little bit hard to see from here, but there is a Jewish dining hall, which is all kosher food. And then there's like a small food court just there. So it's got like Jamba Juice, it's got like a Subway equivalent, like a Chick-fil-A and like a bunch of other things like that. And then downstairs, which is where we're going now to grab lunch, is like the main dining hall. I'm good, how are you? The plan all throughout high school was never to actually go to like an American university. It was only after I finished IB that I kind of started thinking about it, and a lot of it really was just like my dad had this idea. He was like, oh, I mean, you know, you finished your exams well, and so now you have this option which we hadn't even really like thought about. And yeah, so then he and I wasn't really sure about it. I was like, they're more than happy going to Auckland University, and that was kind of always the plan. But then I went to, he like dragged me along to this American Universities Expo, and then I just kind of fell in love with the idea of studying away. So something that I found so surprising when I was coming here to NYU, or after being here for like a year or so, is just the incredible backgrounds and diverse places that people come from. So I think just in my cohort alone, there's like 96 languages spoken. What's so great about like such a diverse pool of students is that you can really, like, there's not a lot of judgment here, so you can just really be yourself. It's the center of the world here, and I definitely feel kind of like mixed into that. There's so much opportunity here. It's really hard to not just grab as much as you can. If you're interested in hearing more about the world's top universities, don't forget to subscribe.